You have pleased Molag Bal. Blessed is the one who spreads the seeds of dissent. You would seek training from me? Well, then my request is small. Prove to me that you are capable of serving Molag Bal in your own way. Summon a faded wraith right here before me. When I have seen it with my own eyes, you shall be worthy of my teachings. Praise be to the Lord Molag Bal.
You have my ear, citizen. You have...
How do you do?
Well met, guildmate.
Greetings, guildmate. Dina Floria, Master Enchanter for the Mages Guild. Welcome to the Chironasium. Enchanting, isn't it? I like cities, and this is the biggest and the best. All races, cultures, cuisines, crafts. The city has them all. I heard there's a new Arena champion. Sure, it takes a lot of skill to make it that far, but they'd be crazy to challenge the Grey Prince. A trade is in order, don't you think? My services in exchange for... let's say 10 Welkin stones. I'd say that's fair. Let me know when you have them. Seeing you.
Hello, Evoker.
Good work at Vatican. Jorol is quite pleased with the information now coming in about the site. There is another predicament, which I believe you can also help resolve, if you feel ready for it. I don't know. Have a look around. You become more valuable to the guild with each passing day. The guild wishes to reward that, and so you are raised to the rank of Conjurer. Accept these robes and wear them with pride. You become more valuable to the guild with each passing day. The guild wishes to reward that, and so you are raised to the rank of Conjurer. Accept these robes and wear them with pride. Are you prepared to begin your next task for the guild? Excellent. You have become most reliable, and I assure you that the council appreciates it. Now, to the matter at hand. In order to deal with the apparent growing problem of necromancers in Cyrodiil, the council needs as much information as possible. The Mystic Archives have been consulted with minimal success. Guild members are investigating other avenues, but I believe more can be learned here. No sense in a larger context. For example, why was Falcar, who we know now to be part of this cult of necromancers, in possession of black soul gems? The Archmage has other reports of these gems being associated with necromancers, but we do not know why. We don't even know what they do. We have overlooked these questions because we are so focused on rooting out the necromancers as quickly as possible. I'd like you to speak with Tarmina at the Mystic Archives. She is our specialist on Magica Arcana and has been helping gather information. I believe we have been asking her the wrong questions, taxing her too much with vague attempts to make sense of all that we know. Speak with her specifically about these black soul gems, if she knows anything about their powers or creation. An insight into their origins may lead us to those who are responsible for them. Her expertise in arcane knowledge and lore could be invaluable to us if we can make proper use of it. She can likely be found in the archives now, poring through materials on necromancy. She stops only to sleep at the Archmage's request. Report back as soon as you can. Ah, you must...
Greetings. It's my pleasure. Good day.
Well met, guildmate.
Greetings, Conjurer. Look, if you're here for information, I'm afraid you'll have to find it on your own. I'm swamped right now, up to my ears in necromancy. Practicing it, mind you. Wouldn't want anyone to think I was involved in that sort of thing. I simply meant researching it. Why? Why? Oh, no real reason. It's just that the entire Council of Mages has been in here at one time or another recently, all wanting information on necromancers. Necromancy, of all things. Oh, of course you were. No doubt the Council is trying to get you to bother me further. I ran Karanya out of here just a short while ago and told them to leave me alone. I keep telling them I can't produce results if I'm not given any time. I'm not used to working under conditions like this. Help? No offense, but I don't see how you can do that. Unless you'd like to take some of this work off my shoulders, I'm beyond helping. But I do appreciate the sentiment. If there's anything specific you need, that may be more reasonable than just asking me about necromancers. Now that is a bit more specific. Finally, something I can respond to. Let me think for a moment. Ah, yes, there's one obscure text that references these gems. I believe it's still around here someplace, unless Falkar never returned it. The name of the book is Necromancer's Moon. I'm unclear on the origins of the text, but it does involve these gems you're interested in. I'm afraid you'll have to find it yourself. I'm so out of sorts with all these requests, I've lost track of most everything. It's very distressing. Not only had... Why all the fuss now? I thought it would have died down by now, what with the ban on the practice of necromancy and the guild being in place for as long as it has. And yet, suddenly everyone shows up on my doorstep, needing information immediately. Never mind that I might have things on my own to work on. The Mystic Archives have a large collection of books. Look around, and you may learn a thing or two. Too big for me. Loud, dirty, clowns, fools, brutes, and thieves everywhere. I want to throw my gold away. I just dump it in Lake Rumara, save time. I believe you'll find it quite helpful. Once you've had a chance to read it, I'd be happy to discuss it with you. Farewell.
Greetings, Conjurer.
It's my pleasure. Please continue. A most interesting text, is it not? We are fortunate that at least one necromancer took the time to record the information. I am unfamiliar with the shade of the revenant described within the book, but I was never one to dabble in the more, shall we say, amoral arts. You may take that with you for now, if you wish. The council may have use for it. Please ask them to return it quickly, as I may need it again. Good day.
Greetings, Con.
is there any... Has Tarmina been of use in gathering information about the necromancers? Excellent work. I believe this will be of use to the Council. I shall make sure they're made aware of its contents. I've never heard of this Shade of the Revenant. Some sort of celestial phenomenon? If that's correct, then Bothil would most likely know something about it, as the caretaker of the orrery. She should be on university grounds. A most fascinating contraption. Bothil is one of the few who understands how it worked and kept it running. Take care. You...
It's my pleasure. Please continue. Things in the guild. A pleasure to speak with. Be seeing you. Hello there. Is there something I can do for you? Half of the Council of Mages resigned when... I've heard things, to be sure, but I don't really know anything about them. Is it true that some of our guildmates were killed? Oh, how horrible! Revenant, you say? And it represents something in the heavens? It sounds familiar. Let me think. Ah, yes, now I remember. Falcar was here some time ago asking about just such a thing. Said it was for research. He had a large sheaf of notes with him about it. I'm afraid I didn't have any more advice for him than I do for you. With the orrery in such a state of disrepair, I have no point of reference. Falcar did leave this behind. I think it fell from his notes as he left. I didn't pay it much attention, but perhaps it will be of use to you. Be seeing you.
Pleasure to speak with you. So, Falcar expressed interest in this revenant as well, and left this note behind, did he? Perhaps we should look into it for more clues. This lists several locations. The first is the Dark Fissure, which I recognize. It's a cave in the mountains, south of Cheydinhall. If there is indeed an altar there, as the note suggests, I believe this cave is directly related to the contents of the book. Go to the Dark Fissure the next time this shade occurs. Search for any connection to what we've learned and report back. Please, be careful. Anything you find is of no use to us if you do not survive. I believe we are dealing with powerful forces here. In harm's way if it can be avoided. Be careful.
Looks like you're handy with a blade.
speak.
Stop where you are.
Show me what you've got. You will not stop us. The Order of the Black Worm will consume all in its path. You're pathetic. Take that!
Well, well. Look who we've got here.
What's that? Where did you go? Come up where I can see you. Where are you? Why? This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Get your black horse courier here. Remember, trespassing in the Imperial Palace is a serious crime.
How are you?
I hope I can help. Knowledge is the key to success in any endeavor. Bye.
Good tidings, citizen.
Help you? Mighty bold of you, asking for training. What makes you think you're worth my time? I bet you don't know the first thing about smithing. Have you read up on the history of the craft? I doubt it. You answer a simple question, and I'll think about training you. So, here it is. What does the name Hazadir mean to you? Can't say I'm surprised. Few recognize the name anymore, even though he was famous. Had a book written about him, in fact. I don't have a copy myself, but there was one in first edition last time I was browsing there. At least some people take an interest in history. Bye.
Hello.
Good day. Looking for some reading material? You've come. Goodbye.
Can I help? We'll try again, I suppose. What does the name Hazadir mean to you? Well, well. So you do know a thing or two. Hazadir was my great-great-grandsire's sister's son. Bet you didn't know that. All right, you're not hopeless. You want training? I'll train you. Knowledge is power. You've got a I can show you some. There's much I can show you. Knowledge. Farewell.
Fine. And you? How about you?
Great.
Have you looked around Jason?
A pleasure to... What can I interest you in? Farewell.
Spare a coin.
You have...
You have the hands of a...
All citizens are welcome in the Imperial Palace.
Blessed. It's my... Let's get to training. There's much I can knowledge. Let's get to I'm willing to... Be seeing you. Heard any news from the other province?
Can you spare a coin?
You have... How goes it?
You have the eyes of a trained
I see you're a follower of the Grey Fox, too.
All citizens are welcome in the Imperial Palace.
Good day. Let's see if we can't... There's much I can show. I'm willing to... I can show you. Good that you want... Good that you want to get better.
Please show your respect for the Imperial Palace.
So, have you bet on any...
What did... Is there any news? Have you been to the Dark Fissure yet? We need to know all we can about the necromancers. So you saw them. The altars must be infused with some kind of power to change over the soul gems. I shall pass the news on to the council. Most troubling indeed to know that these are not merely myths. I also fear their numbers may be greater than we believed. You have again performed admirably. You have my thanks, and that of the Council as well. Your role within the Guild becomes ever more essential. You have now attained the rank of Magician, and are freely able to access the Council Chamber. Seek out Archmage Travin. He has personally requested that you see him for your next assignment. Goodbye.
Hello, guildmate.
A pleasure to... Goodbye.
Greetings. It is high time that we met face to face, don't you think? Raminus has told me good things about you. You have advanced quickly and show great promise. I now intend to put your talents to a more direct test. I have a difficult task that you can, perhaps, assist with. Before the Arcane University was founded in the Second Era, Crystal Tower on Somerset Isle was the source of all magical learning. Since then, the Imperial City has been Tamriel's foremost magical research center. The legions patrol the road. Are you prepared to begin? Very good. Let me explain what is at stake. The Council of Mages has been aware of the increased necromancer activity in Cyrodiil for some time. It had been our position to sit back and watch what unfolded, but that time has clearly passed. We cannot tolerate these attacks on the Guild. Most of our information on the necromancers has come from an informant inside the cult itself, a Guild member who offered to infiltrate their ranks. Yes, and we have for quite some time. Though the information he has provided is limited, it has given us a sense of their scope and power. The Council was initially reluctant to believe the information was reliable, but with recent events they have little choice but to trust it. I fear that our informant is in danger, and that is why I have called you here. Mucianus Elias. He is not a council member, but has long served the Guild here at the Arcane University. Aware of the growing interest in the Guild after the ban on necromancy was put into place, he offered to help the Council track the cult's actions. And has fed us information for quite some time, until recently. I have not heard from him, and I fear for his safety. The lack of reports from Mucianus has disturbed the Council, and they are now concerned about the legitimacy of his information. A group of battle mages were dispatched to Mucianus's last known location with the intent of bringing him in for questioning. I argued against it, but eventually agreed to maintain order in the Council. I regret that decision, and that is why I wish to send you there. I fear the battle mages may mistreat Mucianus if they do not mistake him for one of the many necromancers no doubt present in the ruins. I wish for you to find Mucianus and ensure his safe return to the Arcane University. I do not want anything to go wrong. Please, hurry. The battle mages will arrive there soon, if they have not already, and time is of the essence. If, for any reason, they are unsuccessful, Mucianus's life will be in forfeit. You must make sure he is safe. Go now, and bring word to me as soon as he has been escorted to safety. Mucianus last reported being sent to the ruins of Nenyon Twill, south of the Imperial City. That is where the battle mages went. South of the White Rose River, nearly halfway to the border of elsewhere. I'm afraid I know nothing more about the location, or what you may expect to find once you arrive. Thank you. Know that I would not ask such a thing of you if I did not feel it was urgent, or that it was beyond your capabilities. I shall await your return. Nenyon Twill awaits you. Return with Mucianus as quickly as possible, so I may settle the Council's fears. Make haste. Mucianus is in danger.
Ah! What is it, citizen? You have the hands of an illusionist.
You! What are you doing here? Fifth Raga, battle mage, sent by the council to find this traitor. He must have told them we were coming. We've got to get our hands on him before he tells them anything else. Who the blazes are you, anyway? Has the council gone mad, sending you here alone? There's no time. The others, they were waiting for us. They knew we were coming. I'm the only one left. The necromancers retreated further in, but we've got to follow them. There's no time to waste. Follow me.
Showing your face was the last mistake you'll ever make. I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm. Die! Let's get this over with. Die. Die. You're pathetic.
Oh, you poor dear. I'm afraid you're late to the party. The guest of honor has already left. And I do hate to disappoint you, but Musianus is in no condition to be leaving. He's a worm thrall now, and shall be quite content here. A grim fate indeed, but one does not cross the order of the Black Worm without suffering greatly for it. I shall tell the master that you were here looking for him. Perhaps I'll bring him your head as an offering. fight your fate.
Showing your face was the last mistake you'll ever make.